morning, Dennis here from Prime Traders. Now, this is one of those daily videos we release every day to the trading community. Short, nice little intact videos between 3 and 5 minutes, 3 and 8 minutes, 7, 8, 6, 5, doesn't matter. Short, you get it. So, today's video is about our targets. The one thing I do every single morning is I sit down and I write down my targets for the month. Of course, I've got my goals on a board and I look at them, visualize them, think how am I going to get them, not just wish them, because wishes do not bring success, riches, good health, things like this. Wishes that doesn't do that. It's work, it's constructive thinking, planning, obsession, desire. That's the stuff that brings success. So, talking to you about goals today, because in the Prime Traders community we use something called a weekly compounding formula, let's say. It's this baby here, I'll show you now, just a sec, it's opening up. It's this here, made by our moderator, Ed, this here. See that? Right there. So this gives you specific targets to look forward to. So let's say you're starting with a $10,000 balance and your weekly target growth is 6.5%, which is on our MAM. That means that this week, if this is the starting week, we need to be earning $650, bringing our balance to 10,600. But the next week, it's not 650 anymore. It's a little bit more than that. We need to go to 11,342.25, and so forth and so forth and so forth. But if you do that for a matter of 52 weeks, you can turn 10,000 into 240,000, 48,000 to be exact. Yeah, so what am I talking about here? This video is explaining to you that most people, they sit down and they write their goals and they write their goals and they write their goals. But the biggest problem here is they think they've got a whole month to reach them. It's not the whole month, it's today. Today is the everlasting present. Tomorrow doesn't exist, it's left to imagination. You can only guess what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know. And you will never know, and you will never be able to predict to the dot what will happen tomorrow. So stop. You don't have a magic ball or balls. You have nothing. Nothing magical is in you. You are the magic that can create something nice out of your life. About yesterday, well, yesterday doesn't exist. It's left to memory. And that pretty much also is, fluff. It's gone. It's gone. There's nothing you can do about it, right? So today is that only day. So what did I do? I decided to chase my goals relentlessly, day in, day out, until they're reached, especially in the beginning of the month. So I'm going to show you right now a basic little formula of what I used to teach my salespeople when I used to work in the financial markets, of how they should be reaching their targets. That means that in the beginning of the month, you start working like crazy. For the first 2 weeks, you chase your goals relentlessly. So the last 2 weeks, you can decrease your activity and start preparing for the next month, because your goals will reach themselves in the next 2 weeks, in the last 2 weeks, because of all the work you've done. Sorry, my throat's killing me. A little bit of tea. Because of all the work you've done in the first 2 weeks. That's how it works. So, moral is work your ass off. Invest your... If you have an hour to sit down and, let's say trade. I don't mean go crazy on trading, but I mean spend that hour wise. Abraham Lincoln said, if you give me 24 hours or 10 hours to cut an axe, I'll spend the first 8 hours sharpening to cut an axe. If you give me 10 hours to cut a tree, I'll spend the first 8 hours cutting an axe. So do that. Spend the first 45 minutes checking the charts. You're not in a rush. If you have an hour, you're not in a rush. That hour is there. It's yours. Control it. Spend 45 minutes checking the charts wisely, waiting for that right opportunity. And right before the candles overlap, or when they do overlap, execute your fucking trade. Get in there, getting smart, getting organized, getting structured. So we have a whole process for our trading, and it really helps. But the problem is sometimes people don't want to stick to it. If you don't want to stick to it, well, then, you're just going to be a sore loser. What we do works. There's no reason that we're charging so little for what we do. If we wanted to charge big bucks, if it didn't work, what I would do is I would charge $199 like everyone else for a monthly or bi-weekly access, because I need to get more of your money quicker, because I know you're going to leave. There is no retention. But our whole motto is results, retention, referrals. So we get you the results, we retain you because we get your results, and you bring us referrals as a thank you. Okay, so moral: first 2 weeks of every month are the weeks you work your ass off. The other 2 weeks are when you sharpen your axe, prepare, do the necessary work to reach those targets. So yeah, today's post a little bit more motivational than anything else. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya later. Happy Friday, by the way.